everybody, today's recipe is going to be barbecue ribs in Uncle Drew's kitchen. Let's get after it. Boom! Step 1, preheat your oven to 375 degrees. If you've got a convection, let's set it to 350. We're going to be cooking these in the oven first. That way we can get them nice and tender before they head on the grill. We're working in a kitchen today where we don't have a smoker. A lot of us don't have smokers, but I'm going to teach you a great way to make your barbecue ribs really tender, really flavorful, and they're just going to melt right off the bone. So let's get at it. Okay, so you'll see here I've got a fairly deep tray with a rack. We want to make sure your rack is in there, and we're going to fill this with water just to the bottom of the rack so we can create a really nice steam bath for those barbecue ribs to get cooking over the next couple of hours. So we'll fill this up with some water. Okay, once we've got our pan filled with water just below that rack, we're going to lay our ribs. We're going to lay them down bone side up so we can flavor them on the bottom first. Then we're going to flip them over and we're going to season up the top of our ribs. So you can see we've got some fairly good sized ribs, so we're going to lay that flat down and we can lay them straight across. I'll tilt this up, that way you can see exactly on here, like so. We won't spill any water. Now if we wanted to cook more ribs at the same time, what we do is lay a couple of racks in a cross pattern or even a half across this way, and then we can lay a couple more on top. And the way we're going to seal this afterwards is with tin foil. We're going to create a tent, create a nice air pocket inside those ribs, get that steam cooking these things a little bit quicker and a little bit more tender. Right, okay, so our ribs are there. I've got a great seasoning that I make in advance, and I keep this so I can use it on ribs. I can use it on chicken if I'd like as well. Now you don't have to use spice like this that's pre-made if you want to try a few other, but make sure you season generously. I've got salt, pepper, cayenne, paprika, some smoked paprika, and a few other little secret ingredients. Once we've done that, we're going to flip these big bad boys over again and have the nice meaty side facing up, and we're just going to season on top. So you'll see I'm spicing these up generously. We don't want bland ribs, and if we're going to have barbecue, we want these to be nice and flavorful. And this way, when you're barbecuing afterwards, you really don't even need to put sauce on them. I'm going to turn it over one more time. I want to make sure the bottom of our ribs, yeah, they're looking good. Extra splash is okay. And you'll see me this time, I'm going to rub these in a little bit. Really pat them in. Okay, this will help seasoning stick to those ribs. And then again, I'm going to go a little on top, and then I am going to press it in afterwards as well. Don't forget the ends. A lot of people forget the ends on there. Let me tell you something. These are really good too, and we don't want to ignore them. So once we've got those all seasoned up, these are going to be fantastic. Give that a nice press in there. Excellent. Boom. Good. Right. On to the next step. We're going to cover these with tin foil and then get them in the oven, okay? Okay, so let's make sure we measure out our tin foil. So it's going to cover the entire pan. Start by taking this end, folding up 1 to 2 inches. Then we're going to tuck it in right up to the edge because I've got to leave some space for when I'm going to fold down again. We've got a nice little 2-inch and make my tent. We'll take that, we're going to fold it down once, give it some grip, and then we're going to fold it down a second time. Okay? Great. Let's give our tent a little tug up. Make sure that's nice and sealed. Everything looks good to me. We're sealed tight. And we're ready to go in the oven. Okay, so we're going to gently lift. Remember, this is going to be heavy. It's filled with water. Let's slide it into the oven that we've already got preheating. So we're set. And we're going to cook for about 2.5 hours. We'll set a timer. Hey Google, set a timer for 2.5 hours.
2 hours and 30 minutes. And we're starting now.
Okay, so our barbecue ribs are in the oven. We've got about 2 hours left. We're going to be pairing this up today with our vinaigrette coleslaw and our sweet potato fries. Both of these recipes are already on Uncle Drew's Kitchen channel, so check those out. But I've got to get cooking on fresh ones today, so let's go. Rock as well. Perfect. Always be careful because these are going to be extremely hot, especially when we open them up with all the steam popping out of them, okay? Excellent. We're just going to leave that sit there and rest for a couple of minutes before we take the cover off. There's going to be a lot of steam coming out, so we got to be really careful. Just be careful when you're opening this up. This is going to be really hot and steamy. Always try and open away from you, so steam goes that way. If I open this way, steam comes into me. I'm not looking for a steam bath or a steam burn. So here we go, the moment of truth. Oh, ooh, smell that rib. Let's take a look at everything. Ooh, those look amazing, and they smell amazing. Oh, we like what we're seeing. 3 points. Okay, what we're gonna do right now is a little bit of a fork test. A fork test is I want to make sure these guys are going to be really tender, but guess what? I know they're going to be really tender. Oh, you see how easily that fork goes right through? I'm even going to lift one up so you can take a look at our ribs. Here we go. Look how easily that's piercing the rib, and I can check the small as well. Right through. These guys are all ready to fall off the bone. We're going to get these all set, take them out to the barbecue, and finish them up. Very carefully with our ribs here because they're so tender. So notice how you look just fantastic and ready to go. So let's start plating and get them to the table. There we go. Okay everybody, our barbecue ribs are all set to go. We're gonna pair this up with our coleslaw, with our sweet potato fries. Make sure you check those out on the channel, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now we're gonna get in these and give them a little taste test. Ooh, that's what I call falling off the bone. Delicious, look. Oh, we better cut the camera because I'm gonna devour these. Fantastic. Boom. Those are good.